Hey guys, my name is Michael. Welcome back to AXC Garage, a channel that's built for today's Acuras, Hondas, and all the classics. Talking about today's Acura, we have an all-new 2021 and also a 2020 Acura TLX A-Spec. Both same color, same configuration. In this video, we're going to show you the differences between the two cars. Well, first then let's take a look at the front end of the first generation TLX versus the second generation. The second generation, as you can see, it is just much wider and obviously have a bigger wheelbase. Grille, it is a little bit smaller than the first generation. Also, in the front emblem, they actually make the emblem a little bit smaller, but they put this plate. This plate actually is a radar unit. So as you can see over here, the first generation, the grille is a little bit bigger and wider than the second generation, and then this is the grille comparison to the second generation. No radar unit, it's just a bigger emblem sit right in the middle. And also the grille finish here on the first generation, it is like a matte black finish. On the second generation, a bit of a glossier finish. Let's take a look at the side profile. As you can see here, the roofline is much lower. I think what they're trying to do is try to do a four-door sports sedan coupe type of look, which I think look pretty slick. In terms of the wheelbase, again, it's much bigger than the first generation. Still running 19-inch, but a little bit wider. Now it's running a 255 40/19 versus a 245 40/19. And now let's take a look at the side profile comparing to the other one here. A bit taller than the other one, and also the wheelbase just not as big. One interesting that I noticed on the A-Spec fender emblem is almost identical to the second generation. But the funny thing that I noticed is more to the mirror. Take a look at the mirror here. The top portion is blue with the same colors of the car. Then you have this gloss black finish on the bottom, right? Let's take a look at the second generation. Second generation, the A-Spec emblem, it does sit a little bit closer to the edge of the fender, but take a look at the mirror. Gloss black on top, body color on the bottom, and now the mirror, instead of hanging close to the door right over here, now is actually on the door itself. Another interesting fact between the two generation TLXs is that you have the intake sit right over here, second generation sit just about the same location. Then you have the battery sitting right here. Now on the second generation, the intake sit just about the same. Then, well, where is the battery? Well, guess where they put it? That's right here in the trunk area. You pull this little panel up here, this cover come up. Next thing you see here is a full-size battery right here in the trunk on the floor of the trunk panel here. I think one of three reasons why they put the battery in the back of the trunk. In my humble opinion, the first reason is just to make extra space under the hood, so it makes the assemble a lot easier. Number two, under the hood temperature tend to be very high. You put it in the trunk, it tends to cool the battery off, which extend the battery life. Lastly, I believe that put a battery in the trunk could have a better balance for weight distribution. Alright, here's the first generation TLX with a 3.5 V6 single overcam engine, and look how big this engine, fill up the engine bay here. And let's take a look at the second generation. This is a 2-liter turbo, pump out just about the same horsepower but quite a bit more torque. Take a look at all these extra space right over here. As you can see, the turbocharger is sitting right over here, all that extra space here, right? And take a look at the back, all that empty space all around it. Let's take a look at the back here. The back here looks pretty awesome. Really wide rear bumper here. It does have a built-in reflector right over there. We got a square type of exhaust tip, and then you see here is all LED tail lights. You have a turn signal, a LED strip right over here for the running light, and also the reverse light. Unfortunately we can't turn that on because for safety reason the car won't allow you to put on reverse when for keys is on. And then right over here we have the first generation, all LED up here on the running light, turn signal, and also reverse light, regular halogen. Then you have these cool round tips for the exhaust, which is a bit different than the second generation. So this is the first generation TLX interior. Got this pretty cool steering wheel right over here. I actually really like this little grip here. Make a pretty cool grip when you grab onto the steering wheel. Got a nice little emblem that placed right over here to say A-Specs. Over here you have the pedal shifter, you have the headlight switches over here, volume button up and down, hands-free links for your hands-free phones. Then you have your informational by you just going up and down, so you get all your information stuff right up here on the MID. Then you have your Acura watch system right over here, cruise control or adaptive cruise control, also set your distance, things of that nature. Right over here some of the buttons, and also window switch, memory seat, and right over here we have the navigation screen on the very top and a ODMD screen right over here, basically only for air conditioning and some setting functions, and also for audios. Further down here, a few more buttons for air conditioning, HVAC system. This portion here to control the very top here. Got a little pocket here that you slide over. Wireless charging, and then a USB integration thing here. A cigarette lighter, cup holder with some cool red accent light. Gear selectors, e-brakes, brake hold, dynamic mode right here, and then you have a center console, and then you have a little bit more red accent like right over here and throughout the door panels. Alright, we're right here in the second generation TLX here. The first thing that popped right in front of your eyes is the same steering wheel that you see in the first generation TLX, but the only difference is it's a little bit different. It is a slightly larger grip right over here, but not as large as the first generation. Got the emblem, the sitting right over here for the A-Specs, and on this steering wheel here actually have this red stitching, which I like it a lot. Definitely bring out the differences between the two steering wheels. And also one thing that I love about this steering wheel is that it has a flat bottom, which give it a very sporty feel. Come on over here, we got the normal buttons that's sitting right here, window switches, memory seat, got a really cool silver trims here. The dashboard is all leather, I think, but it had this really cool red stitching that matching the steering wheels and all around the door panels. And here we have only one screen here, which is the screen right up here. It pretty much has all the function that you need, and also you control it by this little mouse pads right over here. So one thing they did add on to this model here is this volume button right here, so you can control the volume right here. Instead of the old generation, you got to turn it from up here or from the steering wheel. You can just sort of drive and just kind of control it right here. You can change a different track right over there as well. One thing that makes the second generation TLX a lot different from the first generation, I think, is this accent light on the inside here. You can see all throughout the car. It is bright red, matching the gauges, all around the door panel, the center console. And what I love about it, you can actually change the color on the first generations. It only stay in red, which I like a lot. But in this here, you actually have a bunch of different color that you can change to your own preference. So first thing, we're gonna use these little pads here. Go ahead and hit the home button right over here. Then we're gonna scroll over to the next page, go to setting. Then we go down to the next page right over here. I love this mouse pads. In the beginning it's a little odd to use, but once you get used to it, I really like it, man. So go ahead and we're gonna go actually go back up here. We're gonna go to vehicle right here. We're gonna go down next page, go to the lighting setup right over here. Then we go ahead and hit the accent light theme right over here. And as you can see right over here, you got all these different name for different lights here. So I'm gonna go ahead and go down to the next one here. You have let me see here, Pacific Coast. You can see change the color on the strips right over there. Oh, Baja Highway 1. I love that name. Kind of give you a little pictures and what the lighting represent. Keep going down, we have Route 66. pretty cool. Next one up, Bourbon Street. I like that. You see a Vegas Strip. You got Fifth Avenue from New York, huh? Make you feel like home sometime. Yeah, again, so that's many different options that you have here. I actually do want to spend a little bit more time on the interior on this car here, but we'll go ahead and save that on the next video that we can go in further detail and look into all the new feature that second generation has to offer. There you have it, guys. 2021 and a 2020 Acura TLX A-Spec. Comment below and let us know what you think about a 2021 and a 2020. I want to give a special shout out to Acura Pembroke Pines. Give us permission to film both of these awesome cars. Definitely give them a visit on the website www.acura or pembrokepines.com. We go ahead and put a link in the description so you guys can check them out. As always, thank you so much for watching our videos. Hope to see you guys on the next one.